What's up, Bounders? My name's Fig, and this is DB News. Looks like ESPN is about to become downright fierce because for the first time ever, the Street Fighter V World Championship that takes place at the Evolution Championship Series 2016 is going to be broadcast live on ESPN2 and Watch ESPN. That is a pretty big deal. Matter of fact, this EVO 2016 is going to be the largest EVO ever. There are more people who applied for the Street Fighter V World Championship competition than ever before. Matter of fact, ESPN put out a press release that proclaimed that the championship has attracted unprecedented interest and popularity, which the people who run EVO has stated as well. In all the competitions, be it Mortal Kombat X, be it the Smash Brothers games, be it obviously Street Fighter V, more people have applied to compete in the tournament than ever before. On top of all that, John Lasker of ESPN has stated when it comes to this that, and I quote, "The Street Fighter V World Championship will be one of the most must-see competitions from the EVO Finals. We're always exploring ways to serve the growing and passionate audience of competitive gaming, and we look forward to delivering this event to the fans." That is a big deal. You have to understand what's going on. ESPN has already put their hat in the ring with esports a couple years ago. They made a deal with Blizzard to showcase the championship of Heroes of the Storm, and that kind of worked out okay-ish. But overall, here's what's going on. The average person who watches ESPN2 or ESPN in general, who might like gaming but is not really into all the esports and whatnot, they're going to turn into ESPN2, see Heroes of the Storm or some other game similar to like a MOBA and not really know what's going on. The MOBA people understand 100% what's going on, and they understand why people are losing their minds and the competition and the technician and all that stuff that goes involved with a MOBA, but the average person does not. While Street Fighter, while there's so much skill and so much excitement around it, it is more visceral. You can understand what's going on. Hey, Kung Fu Man is beating up Boxer Guy. Everyone's losing their mind, and I understand why. It's a little bit more basic. Plus, the fighting game community has always been a bunch of characters. They're not really, you could say, the most prim and proper group out there. And they kind of lose their mind and act silly, and, there's beefs and all that type of stuff. So I would say it's the more TV-ready esport out there compared to all the other esports out there, and I think ESPN is banking on that fact. And on top of all this, it's about ratings, because if you know, the younger audience, people 16 to 35, are leaving regular television. They're not subscribing to cable TV anymore. They're basically going 100% online. They're unhooking themselves from cable. That's bad news for ESPN, and their ratings have gotten down. So what do you do when you see this giant audience in esports arena, tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of people watching events? Well, you bring that event to the television, get those eyes on the TV, and hopefully keep those people a little bit longer than disconnecting their cable, because they'll state, hey, you can only watch it on TV through ESPN. But what are your thoughts on all this? Leave them in the comment section below, and thank you for being awesome.